Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show. On today, the day after the Knicks win the championship. Oh man, everybody over here in New York, we're just going fucking bananas, literally bananas. Fucking people are dying. Fucking buses are getting caught on fire. People in a coma. Yeah, it's it's New York. So what do you think is gonna fucking happen over here, right? All right, well, I wanted to make this video and do because of the fact that it was a video I saw. It was yesterday, and I won't say who it was, but it was a YouTuber who was riffing about racism and stuff, and just about the bands, and then he started touching on black metal. About a lot of those racist bands, NSDM, so on and so forth, or whatever. Now, if you've guys been on our channel, you know that we basically talk about all the bands. There's going to be controversial bands. It's going to be small-hearted, light-hearted bands, whatever. But when it comes to the thing of black metal, again, I am far from an expert. I'm maybe just about 2 years in of really dwelling into black metal the way I should. Now, not to say that I wasn't exposed to black metal in the past. Of course, with earlier bands, like Mayhem and Immortal, bands like that. I mean, it's kind of funny because during that time frame, that was when it was the earlier stages of death metal, so I wasn't really getting into them like that. But I start when it started getting a little later on to the late '90s. Is when I found out about Cradle of Filth. Okay, I know again, when it comes to like the purists of black metal, they're always going to say, "Oh, I mean," and it's unfortunately the first three bands that I'm going to talk about that pretty much gave me my stepping stones into black metal are going to be the three bands that are actually going to be doing a tour, and and basically it's just going to be, like whatever, man. But look, I dig them. I still dig these bands, and I know a lot. Like I said, I know a lot of the purists really don't like them, or they have a thing about them, or whatever. But the first one is going to be Cradle of Filth, Cruelty and the Beast. Now, I only picked this up because I used to work at a record store back. I think it was somewhere around '99, and somebody told me about it. It's hell, you into metal, Barry, Cradle of Filth, and I was like, aren't they like? I assumed they were black metal, and they say I should give it a try. So I got it like my employee discount or whatever. So I picked it up, and I was blown away. Blown away. This is still one of my favorite fucking Cradle of Filth albums. And, of course, it got me back to making sure to go back, check out the discography. And basically, you get to just, look at all the other stuff that they have in betweens and stuff. But, it was a great album to listen to. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy it. And a lot of the other stuff, too, I started, I'm a big fan of some of the newer stuff. Newer stuff is actually pretty good. I know it's not every fucking black metalhead's cup of tea, but, it is what it is. And I do enjoy it. Nothing wrong with it as far as my tastes go. And it helped me dive in and start looking into other forms of black metal and stuff, too. So then, of course, I'm going to touch on another band that irks a lot of black metal heads, too. But when this album came out, forget it, man. I was hooked, man. Demo Brigade, Def Carmageddon. Now, the only way I discovered them, and this is a true story, Jamie Josta, when he was hosting Hatebreed. He's the host in Hatebreed. He is from Hatebreed. Headbangers Ball. Jamie Josta was hosting Headbangers Ball, and he played the video. I think it was a world premiere or something like that when the album came out in 2003. And I heard prodigies of prodigies of man, what the fuck is the prodigies of prodigies prodigies. Yeah, I know I'm getting a fucking thing for that right now, man, but it's fucking awesome, man. Prodigies of the Great Apocalypse. There we go. I know it was gonna hit me sooner or later. But yeah, the video was fucking awesome. There's an uncut video to that song If you guys ever seen it or didn't see it, look for the uncut video. Oh, fucking amazing! Really, really. It's a long, it's an extended version of the song, which is the right version because the MTV version they cut it, and they cut the parts out and then they cut shorten out the song. But great fucking album. I enjoyed it, and I started going back to some of the older Demo Borgir stuff. Big fan. There's maybe one or two albums I'm not too much of a fan of, but the new album they got coming out, I heard the couple of the singles they got, really good shit. So I'm very, very, very happy with that. So we'll see how that goes. And then last but not least, again, another band that I didn't really have on my radar, but my own kids went and put me onto this band back in 2007 when it came out. And I was Behemoth, all right? Fucking Behemoth. I'm telling you. Yeah, this thing came out in 2007. Apostasy, I think is the way it's pronounced. I could be wrong, but whatever. And my son told me he saw it. That he saw the video Left Hand of God when it came on Headbangers Ball, and when it popped on, he ran, he got me, and we looked at it, and I was like, "Holy shit!" That thing blew me away. I thought, yeah, that's still to me one of my most favorite fucking Behemoth songs. I of course went back to their catalog, to their earlier stuff, and even their earlier black metal stuff where it was just raw, good shit, man. I mean, look, I know they kind of tended off when it came to black metal. Now they're more like death metal or black and death. Their stuff is not pure black metal no more. But hey, look, I got to see them live. They were fantastic live, and they put on a good show. And look, their music is good, man. I mean, I like it. I mean, look, whatever. But we're not here to discuss, the ins and outs of being a pure black metal head. I'm just giving you how everything transpired through that time frame. But that's pretty much what I got with that. And I'm gonna go off to some of the albums that I started picking up that I started enjoying even more. All right, so basically, when I started going into my black metal journey, okay, I had Tone Joker. Tone Joker was really big into black metal, so he was giving me some ins and outs, and we had a couple other people around that were giving me some stuff with some bands or what's good to listen to. Now this is during the time I started getting back into vinyls as well. So I looked at the fact of just getting when I was getting back into vinyls, I was told that if you want to listen to black metal, it's just better to listen to it on vinyl or even cassette. So I went crazy, started picking up some vinyls. And one of the first vinyls I picked up was over at Hell's Headbangers. And this band right here, okay, Hunter's Moon, The Great Pandemonium. Came out 2021. This band is from Australia. Fucking awesome. It was great to pick up a band like this, and be one of my first experiences. It was this one. I got another one here that I'm going to be talking about that I picked up on Hell's Headbangers, and this was just a great fucking album to listen to. But I'll let you guys take a quick little listen. Yeah, some good shit there, man. Some good stuff. I mean, they're fucking. The stuff that they have there is just, it doesn't beat you over the head with some of the how can I say, the reputation of black metal, where people are just talking bad about it, about it sounds like this, it sounds like a bunch of chainsaws in a dryer and whatever. It's good stuff. You get into it, and you can feel the real feel of some good black metal, man. Some really, really good shit. All right, so we're gonna go into another Hell's Headbanger pickup that I did. It was like I said, one of the first black metal albums that I picked up on vinyl. All right, and it's gonna be this band right here. All right, it's Cultus des Ghouls. All right, Sinister or Trending the Dark Path came out in 2018. This band is from Poland. fucking yeah. This is the thing. It's an album, right? And this is when I started learning also about how they could have black metal where it just has extended songs where the albums. I think this one has like maybe 5 songs, but each song is like over, I think, just about 10 minutes or so, something like that. And man, but it has this thing, it's, you go into different fields of what's going on in each song. It's basically like like a movie. You go into like certain scenes and it gets you into that field, man. It gets you into that field. But I'll let you go take a listen. All right, that's Cote de Ghouls. All right, now that would be considered a 3 o'clock in the morning listen, like Tone Joker would say. All right, it's one of those that you just don't want nothing too fast, nothing too like it just you put it on, you lay down, or you just sit in your sofa. Maybe you got a drink in your hand at 2 3 in the morning, and you just listen to that and just space out. I mean, that's the feeling I get with it when I hear it. Some people might not really be into that stuff. I mean, I said as I get older, I tend to start going to a little bit slower stuff sometimes, but it's not bad. I say, look, you want to give it a chance, give it a listen. It's on YouTube. Give it a whirl, man. Ghouls. All right, these guys are fucking good, man. I really am cultist. They ghouls. All right, I think you'll dig them. All right, so this next one here, which has this was actually one of my first eBay purchases, I believe, when I was there digging for some black metal albums on eBay. And it was one of those things where I started getting to the thing of looking for obscure bands that nobody talks about, you don't really hear nothing about. And one of those bands was this one right here. All right. Chambry Fraudy. All right. Rogue Chapelles. All right. From France. Came out in 2016. Damn, I can't believe I actually said that correctly. Look at that. I think my talking in some French sounds better than English, I guess. But yeah, man, this was actually a pretty good pickup. It was I forgot how much I paid for. I know I got this, and it was another couple of albums that I picked up for a decent price. But it kind of got me, man. And I listened to it, and it's fucking fantastic album. A lot of the black metal coming out of France is always really good. So when you guys let you guys take a fucking listen. All right, yeah, so that was Chambry Fraudy, Rogues Chapelles. All right, as you heard, man, it's some good stuff, man. Gets you right into that feel. Nothing crazy. You can hear how the instruments sound, but it's got that raw energy with it at the same time. And like I said, from France, France has been, as far as anything that I've heard from France, they've always been doing some fucking really good stuff. They got fucking underground stuff there that's just going off the charts, man. Especially with all the shit that's going on in France. But yeah, man, that was a good fucking feel, man. Chamber Fraudy, man. If you guys want, check that shit out. All right, yeah. So this next one, that when I was going along, starting off my journey, was another really good eBay buy. This band over here, fucking Ill Omen. All right, yeah. This one's called I Thy Rift. From 2016. They're from Australia. Really good fucking death metal. Australia got some. When it comes to all their types of genres of metal, they never really do. Even some of their they got like their metalcore, deathcore. I mean, if you hear some of the bands, they actually do sound pretty decently, to a degree. All right, but when it comes to their black metal and their death metal, All right, they're on point. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys take a quick little listen. All right, that was freaking ill omen, man, from Australia. Yeah, I like Thrift. Yo, look, it has that. I guess that would be somewhere in that depressive sound, or it gives me more like those doom elements in there with what they have. But it's definitely got some, it's their black metal, man. You still got the black metal in there, and it just gives me that great feels, man. And a lot of this, that's what it was when I first found them. I listened to one of the songs just to see if it gives me that feel, and picked it up, man. And I have no regrets. Good fucking band too, man. From Australia. Like I said, a lot of stuff from Australia that comes out is actually pretty good. So if you want to give these guys a chance, give them a chance, man. Ill Omen. All right. So these last three that I'm going to be putting up, these were off a purchase that I got off this distributing company we have here in the United States called millionsofrecords.com. That's millionsofrecords.com. Now, if you guys want to check them out, especially if somebody who is just starting to back into collecting vinyls again, or wants to get vinyls at a decent price, just to start off a collection, that's the place to go. I found them by accident, and when I went and I started searching some of this stuff, I was amazed at some of the prices that they were selling some of these vinyls for. So I went a little crazy at one point. I think there was a part of this order which it had the three that I'm going to talk about now. I must have bought like 8 albums or something like that of some other genres. It just went bananas. But I was lucky to find these, man, when I was trying to get my black metal thing going. All right, so the first one over here is this band over here, freaking Merrimack. All right. Get this thing up. Merrimack, all right. Expressions to the Horn, which basically this particular album, it's a double EP, a double LP, which has their first 3 demos, and I think no, first 2 demos and an EP that they put out. So it was all in one. So I really, I would love to still get some of their other. These guys are still active. They're still playing. I want to get the rest of their stuff. Fucking great fucking band. This was actually one of my favorite fucking black metal albums that I purchased. And I'm going to let you guys take a listen. Yeah, that was Merrimack. I mean, again, from they're from France, another French band. Okay, and I ain't got nothing more to say about black metal coming from France. A lot of it is 9 out of 10 is always going to be a good fucking black metal band. Again, this particular LP was a double LP of like I said, it was the first 2 demos and an EP they made, and it's a great buy. If you guys go on millionsofrecords.com, they might still have some, or if you find it, pick it up. It was good to listen to that to get a good feel of the band. So now, I know that, like I said, they're still around. They're still making records. They're still playing live. If you go online, you can see they play some awesome live shows. Good fucking band. Very, very good band. And this is the type of black metal band that's very, very like nobody really talks about at all. I mean, you don't see them in the realms of videos and YouTubers really talking about them. So it was good to to hear this band and purchase a great fucking album, man. Good stuff, man. Fucking Merrimack, one of my favorites. All right, so this next one was another one that I picked up on millionsofrecords.com. All right, and very underrated as well. Morgul. All right, the Horror Grandeur. All right, from Norway. This thing came out in 2000. I mean, it doesn't. I don't know. The thing with the guy in the front, some weird guy in the front yelling and screaming. But I guess as far as it goes for black metal, gives you that horror look. Somebody screaming and shit. I'll let you guys take a quick little listen. You see, yeah, not bad, man. Not bad at all. All right, Morgul from Norway. I'm sure that with all the fucking great black metal bands that come out of Norway, these guys get very deep under the radar, and they got a lot of elements in their music. So you can still hear it's black metal. There's a lot of little things going on in there, but it's great. Listen, I mean, again, this was stuff that I made sure to get that when I was first getting into black metal. Now I'm starting to dwell into more and more and more obscure black metal and getting back into the nitty gritty. But this is also these are good stepping stones. These are good stepping stone albums to pick up and check out. So when you get a chance, see if you can pick it up. Morgul, I've got this at millionsofrecords.com. Make sure you check that shit out. All right, so the last one I got before I get to the last fucking album. This was got two more left actually. So this one was the third one I got from millionsofrecord.com, and actually this album blew me the fuck away. This one was like one of my favorite black metal album purchases when I got it next to Merrimack. It was Merrimack, and this one was 1 and 2, and that was fucking this one, Die Primordial, man. I fucking love that. Nope, wrong one. Sorry. There you go, Die Primordial, all right? The Heresy of an Age of Reason, right? This came out in 2000. This band's from fucking Sweden. Fantastic fucking band, and what a shame that these guys have split up. Great fucking band. Their music was just, everything just had such great elements to their fucking music, man. Really, really love them, man. I'm gonna let you guys take a listen. I think I must have burnt out that record going back and forth, man. That is that album is so fucking good. Really, really good album. Look, if you guys are, still weary about black metal, this is an album that I think you could listen to. I mean, as far as what you hear, it's the musicianship is good, but you still has those great elements of black metal in there. You could see that they I guess they take from Bathory and all those earlier bands as well to keep it in that that sense. But I fucking love that album. That's one of my all-time so far. One of my all-time favorite black metal albums is My Collection. All right, really, really like that album. So you guys should check that shit out, man. Die Primordial. All right, so that's pretty much what I have right now This thing already went longer than it was supposed to, man. Shit. But let me know. I mean, I would love to go through the rest of my black metal collection for you guys. If you guys are interested, let me know. I'll probably do a couple at a time. Maybe just, maybe instead of doing all these albums that I just did here, I'll maybe do like 3 at a time, talk about them, let you guys get a little feel of some of the stuff that I've been listening to. And, we got Tone and Rich. They're going to be doing some stuff as well. So just stay tuned. We're going to be getting together. Me and Rich are going to do some stuff with some things we picked up and doing a whole bunch of different stuff. So thanks a lot for joining me and being a part of this. Truly appreciate it. And just thank you. Thank you to everybody, man. Truly appreciate it, man. And don't forget, make sure you go. It's selfless promotions here. Go on the Bandcamp for my band, Go to Mentis. You've got our merch there. We got the self-title with Memorial Productions. And make sure you get up in there, man. All right. So you can pick that up and, if you haven't heard it. All right. So this is Barry, That Goat Metal Show. Stay brutal.